Story County authorities continue their investigation into two Roland-Story High School teenagers accused of assaulting a fellow student in a hazing incident back in January. While a group of parents used Monday's school board meeting to voice frustration over a lack of action by the district, Iowa's anti-hazing laws are not among the nation's toughest. Education and sports are designed to build camaraderie, but the alleged assault case involving hazing within the Roland-Story School District has parents wondering if their child's place of learning is becoming a place of pain.
I want answers, and I want us all to come together. It's that simple.
Emotions ran high Monday night during a Roland-Story School Board meeting as concerned parents addressed the recent assault charge against two-time state wrestling champion and junior high school student Cade Bloom and another teenager accused of assaulting another student with a pencil in January. Bloom has pled not guilty.
The alleged incident occurred off school property and was not connected with any school event. The district has followed directives from law enforcement regarding the matter, so not to impede or inhibit the ability of law enforcement to fully investigate this matter.
District parents feel the school's relaxed approach on hazing in the past on school grounds is what led to this extreme allegation.
There were things that did happen on grounds that I feel led to that. And nothing was done about that.
Iowa Code defines hazing when the person intentionally or recklessly engages in any act or acts involving forced activity which endanger the physical health or safety of a student for the purpose of initiation or admission into or affiliation with any organization operating in connection with a school, college, or university. A person who commits an act of hazing is guilty of a simple misdemeanor, and a person who causes serious bodily injury is guilty of a serious misdemeanor.
The most pain I feel is for the victim, of course, but there is so many others that are going to be hurting because of this as well.
According to StopHazing.org, there are 44 states, including Iowa, you see there in the orange, that have anti-hazing laws. But when it comes to having a zero-tolerance stance, these states in red, 13 states that have laws making hazing a felony when resulting in serious injury or death. Iowa is not one of them. One parent is worried history could repeat itself in the district and claimed a student committed suicide a year ago after a strikingly similar incident.
I don't want another student to die because of these things. This boy that committed suicide last year was being teased, being hazed.
Bloom's next court date on the motion to move his case from adult to juvenile court is set for December 5th. District students tell 13 News he has not been seen in class or at wrestling practice recently.